Welcome to Skytech-Lens. Right, let's talk about water. It's fundamental. Yet, in international relations, it has taken center stage, thanks to Donald Trump. In late 2024, Trump turned his gaze northward to Canada, a country brimming with fresh water. He publicly mused that the United States should get access to it, suggesting it was only fair. Trump referred to the Columbia River as a faucet America could use to quench its thirst. His solution was simple: just turn the Canadian tap. He even floated the idea of Canada becoming the 51st state. This wasn't just a throwaway comment, it became a recurring theme. Lobbying groups in the US began dusting off plans for colossal pipeline projects. They envisioned a continental plumbing system, ignoring the fact that the plumbing belonged to another country. Canada does not see its water as a commodity waiting to be sold. To them, it's part of their national identity and a sovereign asset. Trump's demand was less a negotiation and more a geopolitical home invasion. This wasn't just a diplomatic spat, it was a fundamental clash of worldviews. Faced with this American proposition, Canada responded swiftly and clearly. The Canadian government delivered an unequivocal no. There would be no negotiation on bulk water exports. Leading the charge was Mark Carney, former governor of the Bank of Canada. Carney declared that Canada's water is not for sale. He framed the issue as a matter of national security and sovereignty. Carney's stance shifted the conversation from a transaction to an existential threat. He argued that selling water would mean surrendering control over Canada's future. This firm rejection was a reflection of a deep-seated national sentiment. Across the political spectrum, there was a rare and unified consensus. The idea of shipping their freshwater south was met with near-universal opposition. The government's firm no was not an opening bid. It was the final word. It was delivered with a quiet but unshakable resolve. Mark Carney's position became a doctrine: water is a public trust, not a commodity. He argued that treating water as a commodity means losing control. It opens the door to trade agreements that could force sales regardless of needs. Carney drew a distinction between a right and a privilege. Water is a human right, essential for life and dignity. His vision was a repudiation of market-driven logic. Carney highlighted the environmental consequences of large-scale water diversion. Canada's ecosystems are intricately linked to its water systems. The idea of siphoning off water was ecological madness. This doctrine rests on sovereignty, human rights, and environmental stewardship. Carney was defending a philosophy, articulating a vision for Canada. To understand the American desperation, look at the Southwest. The region is in a historic megadrought. The Colorado River, lifeblood of the area, is shrinking. Lake Mead and Lake Powell are becoming puddles. Cities like Las Vegas and Phoenix face a future where water is scarce. This crisis drives the search for solutions, no matter how outlandish. The pressure on agriculture is immense. Major cities are implementing drastic water conservation measures. This is the context for Trump's gaze northward. The logic is simple. We are in a crisis. You have a surplus. This desperation fuels the rhetoric and lobbying for infrastructure projects. It's the thirsty giant looking at its well-hydrated neighbor. The tension over water has already affected the Columbia River Treaty. Signed in 1964, it governed the Columbia River's management. It was a model of international water management, but that model is cracking under new pressures. The US and Canada had been negotiating to modernize the treaty. The original treaty ignored ecosystem needs. By July 2024, an agreement in principle was reached. Then, everything halted in March 2025. The timing coincided with Trump's demands for Canadian water. The spirit of cooperation evaporated, replaced by hardball tactics. The Canadian side was blindsided. The breakdown serves as a warning: water conflict sabotages relationships. The Columbia River is a microcosm of the larger storm. At the heart of the dispute is a question: what is water? Is it a commodity or a shared public trust? The US views Canada's freshwater as an untapped resource, but this viewpoint is dangerous. Commodifying water means losing sovereign control. Canada champions the view that water is a public trust. It's a resource managed for the collective good. This perspective prioritizes ecological health and social equity. Canada is defending a core principle of national identity. This clash of worldviews is a central drama of the century. The fight over Canadian water is a key battle in this larger war. It's about defining the kind of world we want to live in. American interest in Canadian water is not new. NAWAPA, a project from the 1950s, is a cautionary tale. It proposed damming major rivers to channel water south. The scale was colossal, with devastating environmental impacts. NAWAPA was shelved but never truly died. It represents American hubris and potential consequences. Every American proposal resurrects the specter of NAWAPA. It fuels suspicion and reinforces the belief that water exports are dangerous. This historical context is essential for understanding Canada's firm no. Their refusal is a reaction to decades of American interest. The memory of NAWAPA serves as a political immune response. It's why Carney's warnings about sovereignty resonate deeply. Canadians have seen this movie before and know it doesn't end well. Climate change is reshaping global power dynamics. Fresh water is rising as a strategic asset. Canada holds 20% of the world's freshwater resources. This endowment is now recognized as liquid gold. Nations with abundant water will wield immense influence. Canada's position gives it incredible leverage. Managing this asset is a central challenge of Canadian statecraft. The Canadian government is investing in water protection. Billions are being funneled into a new Canada Water Agency. This strategy strengthens water security and sustainability. Canada is playing the long game, preserving a strategic advantage. The firm's stance against Trump is about securing the future. The US-Canada standoff is a preview of future water wars. Climate change is redrawing the world into water-rich and water-poor regions. This imbalance is a recipe for instability and conflict. The US-Canada situation is a textbook example. A thirsty superpower pressures a neighbor for resources. Canada's firm stance could become a pivotal moment. It provides a counter-narrative to commodification. Canada is demonstrating resistance to immense pressure. This could serve as a model for other countries. The dispute is a wake-up call for the planet. It forces us to confront how we value and manage water. The water wars are not coming. They are already here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more updates.